So last week I made a video responding to Rula talking about slavery and God.
Okay, so God allowed slavery to happen.
Yeah, that video. Part of the video was basically me showing that yes, the God of the Bible does indeed allow slavery. And one of the most common responses that I see from Christians is, yeah, it was also Christian societies who abolished slavery. Which is a crazy argument to me because the main upholders of the system of slavery were all Christian societies. Like, who do you think it was that these Christian societies were fighting against to abolish slavery? The Christians who were for slavery. And they upheld this system for at least around 1800 years. Are we forgetting that the countries who came to colonize the Americas were all Christian and enslaved millions of Native Americans? And are we forgetting that one of the biggest reasons as to why these countries like Spain, Britain, Portugal all began participating in the transatlantic slave trade was because the native slaves that they had were literally all dying off? And all of this was justified under something called the doctrine of discovery, which was established by Christian societies. The doctrine of discovery is a 15th century legal and religious concept rooted in papal bulls. It established that European Christian nations could claim lands inhabited by non-Christians, stripping indigenous peoples of sovereignty and full property ownership. And let me ask you guys, how do you think they justify doctrines like this? Through the Bible, through scripture, through passages like Leviticus 25 that tells the Israelites that they can own non-Israelites as property, or Exodus 21:20 that tells Israelites they can beat their slaves to death as long as they survive for a day or two. And even in the New Testament, you have people like Paul, Peter, and others telling slaves to obey their masters. And just to throw some more information in there, those of you who live in California like I do, I'm sure you had to work on a mission in school one time. And I remember as a young Christian boy, I thought these missions were the coolest things. They were like churches on farms. Little did I know what was going on at a lot of these missions. And just to be clear, I'm not saying this stuff to bash Christianity. I'm not saying this to disregard the Christian societies that did help abolish slavery. But my point is that you cannot use that as an argument when these same people upheld this same system for 2,000 years and justified this through their Bible. And not only that, but created an entire Bible to justify slavery to slaves. So can we please stop using this argument to try to make up or justify for the atrocities that old Christian societies committed?